So hello everyone. So we'll continue to explore more about parallel computing. We need to address two aspects of it: the hardware architecture of a parallel computing system, as well as its computing paradigm. We will be seeing the parallel architectures for the next few series. So the parallel systems usually involve many processors in its architecture, and hence the medium by which they communicate play a major role. There are two types of medium. One is a shared medium and the other one is switched medium. In a shared medium, only one message can be passed at a time. The processor broadcasts the message to everyone. Just like in Ethernet, everyone listens to it and whoever it is addressed to will take the message. In switched medium, every processor is connected to point to every other processor. So this is what a shared medium and a switched medium are. So now we will move on to the next terminology called switched network topology. A switch node connects the processor to the network. A switch network can be represented by a graph in which the nodes represents the processor and switch nodes and edges represents the communication path. There are two types of topology. One is direct topology, the other one is indirect topology. In direct topology, the number of switch nodes will be equal to the number of processor nodes. That means the ratio of the processor nodes to the switch nodes is always 1:1. In indirect topology, the ratio of the switch node to processor is always greater than 1:1. That means there will be switch nodes connecting to other switch nodes as well. So we can evaluate a topology to measure its effectiveness using four criteria. Four parameters are there. The first parameter is diameter. The diameter of the network is the largest distance between two switch nodes. Lower diameter is always better as it reduces the communication overhead of the architecture. The next parameter is the bisection width. This is the minimum number of edges to be removed from the network so that the network is divided into equal halves. High bisection width is good because the size of the data set is divided by the bisection width, puts a lower bound on the complexity of the algorithm. Third parameter is the edges per switch node. It is always best to keep the number of edges per switch node constant irrespective of the network size. Finally, the last parameter is that the maximum edge length between nodes is a constant independent of the network size. So we are moving on to the first topology, which is a 2D mesh topology. The two-dimensional mesh network that you see in this diagram have processor represented as square nodes and the switch nodes represented as the circle nodes. You can see that it is a direct topology. Why? Because the number of processors are equal to the number of switch nodes. Every neighboring switch nodes are connected in this arrangement. So you can see a different variant here, wraparound variant. Here the only difference is that the nodes at the edges are also connected. This is the without wraparound and with wraparound arrangement of 2D mesh network. Okay, so let's evaluate the 2D wraparound, non-wraparound variant of this mesh. So it has a minimum diameter and the maximum bisection width when it is a square mesh. It has a constant number of edges per switch. So even if you scale it into a large mesh, it will be constant edge length. So now we move on to the next topology, which is a binary tree network. From the figure itself, we can see that it is an indirect topology, since the number of switch nodes are greater than the number of processors. So there are n processors where n is equal to 2 raised to d. We are taking n as a power of 2 for the sake of the simplicity of drawing the diagram. So if there are n processors, there will be 2n minus 1 switch nodes. So here there are 8 processors and you can see that 2 into 8 minus 1, 15 switch nodes are there. So again, this is an indirect topology and try to construct a binary tree network for 4 processors. So here are the 4 processors, the switch nodes, the higher level, And here the construction of a 4-processor binary tree topology is elucidated. So this has a very low diameter of 2 log n. If n is equal to 4, 2 log n is equal to 2 log 4, which is equal to 2 into 2, 4. The maximum distance from one switch node to another. Bisection width is 1. In a binary tree architecture, the interior switch nodes have at most 3 edges. So however you scale, the interior nodes will have maximum of 3 edges. As the tree scale higher, the constant edge length is not guaranteed. So we'll be seeing further topologies in the next video, and thank you.